Okay, Cloaca Rhodos. Use the shelter's conduit to teleport. Yeah, so I'm saving over this one. And I'm understanding that I gotta use this.
Just like Minerva said.
Exactly. Fast travel.
Whoa. This is feeling weird.
Fast travel! Oh, we're back to Arxazar? Okay, I'm happy that I'm back here. I really miss this area with the mist and all of that. Oh wait, this is the other door.
Right. Wow. So that's what teleportation feels like.
Okay. And this is the door that we gotta open.
The conduit is activating again.
Wait, what? Minerva!
Are you all right? How do you feel?
Yeah, smooth. No explosions.
Ah.
Why so surprised? Was I supposed to explode?
No. That's good.
So, where are we now?
The conduit outside Laurel Craft. You may have passed by here before.
Yes, I have.
You seem to have a lot of questions. Let's deal with them first.
Yeah, why are you not being sincere with me?
What kind of place is this?
It's where we process and develop starite. After the stones have been cut, they're sent here and made into goods. Laurel Craft makes everything, from the starite you use to the conduit cores that can be seen all over the city.
Is this the only Laurelcraft workshop?
No, there are many workshops to meet the needs of the city, but this is the biggest one.
Who manages such an important place?
Humanities and I are in charge. I think you probably already know that we're married.
Oh, well, I don't.
It's fine. I can tell you're curious about our relationship.
Yes.
I married Humanities soon after I came of age.
Did this say this in the game ever?
Starite. Our marriage contributed to the development
Or have I
of
just
the
realized
starite
this?
industry, and Laurel Craft drove the city's economy.
Sounds like you did a great job. How did it end up like this?
We can talk about that later. It's a long story.
What are we doing here?
The workshop was abandoned after the smiths and most of the starite were taken by Marble, leaving many blueprints and instruments abandoned. I really need a polarized light reader for analysis. If I can find one, I can verify my hypothesis about humanity's plan, which will help us move forward.
I see.
Conclusion.
Well, let's get to it. Hold out your hands.
What does this key open?
The Laurel Craft Vault. There's a secret vault in the cellar that can only be opened with this key. You'll find a polarized light reader on the table inside. Bring it back to me.
Isn't this key too precious to give to me?
I think it's the right choice. I trust you.
It's an unusual shape.
It's made of pure starite, so it's very difficult to duplicate. Most Aristoi use this kind of lock to protect their important belongings. The key is a symbol of the workshop owner. It's no mere luck that you now have it in your possession.
What do you mean?
I'm speaking literally. Let's get back to the matter at hand. The workshop was closed down by the soldiers, and the door is now locked. You can get in from the second floor of the building next to it. Come back once you have the polarized light reader. I'll wait out here for you.
All right then. Wish me luck.
Yeah, as always, I'm the one in danger.
Careful. I'll wait here.
You can count on me.
Okay. I'm resting first. Let's leave. Okay. The light is telling me that there must be a chest nearby, so let's investigate first. Wait, is this actually the place that we're supposed to go? Could be. Oh, I have just seen this. There you go. And this door, can we open it? Oh.
That's the way to the bazaar. Let's concentrate.
Got it.
Okay, we cannot leave. Right. Chest. Yes, we gotta go where we were going to. Actually, can we go over there to that building? No, I think it's going to be actually difficult. Notes. Emergency collection order. In accordance with a special war readiness order to meet the basic needs of people, all Starlight and all Starlight Smith and Laurel Craft headquarters are to be gathered at once. This is with the consentment of Mistress Minerva of House Laurel. From now on, Laurel Craft shall hand over both processed and unprocessed ore in accordance with the order. The smith shall report the head smith Myron according to the sanitary level, and will come under the collective management of Centurial Aeson after 3 days. Okay. Thank you for the energy ribbons! We got it! New area, new dangers. But we got our energy. Ooh. Oh, I thought that we could open this door. There must be a chest nearby as well.
Why would there be a Colossus here? Great! Minerva didn't tell me that.
Yeah.
I'll get to her later.
Yes, Minerva. Minerva's actually the villain in this story, I think. She's going to be the villain. I think that the game is pointing too much fingers to her. Or maybe the game wants me to believe that. Could be anything. You know. Anything. But I really do suspect about Minerva right now. Whoa, another Colossus! We're going to fight Colossus from now on? Those were actual people in the past. Omenidas' plan.
Here, give me a moment to talk to the Colossus.
Is that my father?
What are you doing?
Haddle, it's my
I'm
father!
changing the ownership of it, making me its sole master. Just a precaution. Done. Now, where were we?
My kingdom and Bari and my king. The king heard the goblins had retrieved rare starlight artifacts from Aphes, so he summoned them to the palace, but...
That's quite enough exposition. Please, just get to the point.
The king was cursed by the magic of the starlight, just like what happened to the people in your city.
All because of the goblins' thievery, which I have no sympathy for. But the curse of stars in Aphes was a terrible accident. To some extent, your king was a victim.
So...
I'm glad to help you, noble warrior. The starlight necklace I gave you can protect you from being cursed by magic. Of course, there are starlights with other attributes that can relieve the king's suffering. But if I want to eradicate this curse so that no one will have to worry about it ever again, I must ask for your help now.
Can't you let me take the stardust to the king to ease his pain first?
That's not the concern right now. We're running out of time. The Trinity is coming. If we miss it, we'll
The
have
three
to
gods
wait
are
another
coming.
millennium for the ritual. If the curse of stars is lifted, you won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yes, but
but every nation in the world. Can't you see? It's the only logical course of action.
I know, you're right. I'll help you resolve the crisis as soon as possible. What do you need?
Great. Now, I need more materials like this.
Damn it, I do not really know who to
Mari
trust.
could end up in trouble. It sounds even worse than I thought. Does Eumenides really want to save it all?
That is the thing.
Papa didn't entirely trust him, though. Me neither.
We cannot trust Ephesians 100%. I'm realizing that. We cannot really trust them. Is that Vulcane? Because Vulcane is adorable. But there's something fishy going on with them. And we thought that Eumenides was the bad guy during all the game, but right now I'm really thinking that Minerva is being the villain. And maybe Eumenides is not as bad as it seems like. Oh, can we go down there? No. Oh no. Can they just roll? I need them to roll so I can... Okay, this. Stop them. Hey, little one. Got it. This is reminded me of a level in A Plague Tale, which I was also in some kind of place like this one. Ooh, the floor is with fire. Where am I? Where am I? The music. Seems really melancholic. The music that we're listening to. Oh, it has been destroyed? What's that? This is like the ballista, but in teeny tiny. Okay, we can destroy it. Good thing. Can be destroyed. Okay. Oh shit. Got me. Come on, Hilda, you gotta destroy this one. Go. I think I'm not going to change any. Okay, gotcha. So I'm supposed to be here under the city. I think I'm supposed to be here. Okay, I think I'm going to explore first this bottom floor here. Yeah, I mean, there is a memento. Wait. Are there any notes that I can read? No, only the memento. Let's listen to it. Good old days.
Hurry up and confirm the order. My father told us to prioritize Blue Star's orders. Hurry
Blue
up!
Star.
God, it's too early to be lazing about.
Hey, Minerva, calm down. Before the flowers on your head will wither.
Human, when did you get here? I wasn't expecting.
Do I need to make an appointment to see my wife?
No. What are you looking at? Get back to work.
I've come to remind you that I've made reservations for tonight's performance. I'll pick you up this afternoon.
Pick me up? But I'm not decent.
Minerva was working on something that she did not want to do Eumenides to know.
You don't need to. You look beautiful just as you are.
Well...
I must leave to get to the mine. Be kind to the workers. They have been working hard.
Yes, I will. Take care, human. What are you getting on about? Get back to work.
Is this what humanities used to be like? It's hard to imagine.
Or Minerva.
As for Minerva,
Yeah.
well, she hasn't changed much.
The little fish is there, so I think that for the main quest I gotta continue through that door. Okay, after all, I think that it was a good thing to go under this building. Let's take this. Ice resistance. Nice. So there is nothing else in this room, right? So is that sometimes I overlook things? Nothing. But the light is telling me there's something near. The top floor. I think it's in the top floor. One sec. Let's check this. Elemental harmonization solvent inventory. Okay. Caledonian boar, black ice crystals, palace hair, astronomian. I remind you, do not touch palace hair with your bare hands, okay? This is certainly where we gotta go. But I haven't finished exploring the streets. Now what I'm... No! Oh my freaking gosh, not the flabber! Not the freaking flabber. That was already taken half life. Half of my life. Holy smokes. Gotta be careful. Got it! Okay, Hilda, come on, attack! Come on, almost there. I hate those guys. Seriously. Okay, open. Ah, we're in the streets again. Okay, I think I'm going to explore the streets first. And then go back to the building. It's just like that, Rhodos. Oh my goodness. Those... Oh. Ah, we're supposed to go to the building. We're supposed to go to the building. Okay. Done. Yeah, it's the building. Okay, we were in the right way. Oh. Yes, yes, yes. Then I think we're going to go back over here. The music is getting tense. We're approaching something. Yeah, what's this?
The vault should be right there in the back.
Alright, magical door. This is the moment where Minerva is going to lead us to a trap. I mean, Hilda should suspect. at this moment of the story that Minerva is going with her, but she's not going inside the building with her, I would be like, woman, I've been doing all these quests for you. You haven't moved a single finger. Now you say that you're coming with me, but you're not going inside of the building? Why?
This must be the polarized light reader. But the vault seems to have been cleared out.
This is too convenient. Hey, hello.
I heard a strange noise. Are you alright?
Yeah, thanks.
I heard a strange
would've
noise, but I
appreciated a
stayed
heads up
here
about the
without
colossi
doing
in
anything
there.
for you.
That isn't how it's supposed to be. The colossi shouldn't act without orders.
Whatever, it's over with. Look, here's the polarized light reader. Also, I saw lots of valuable looking boxes inside, but they looked ransacked. Someone must have been there before me.
The only person who knows how to get into the vault besides myself is human.
What would he have come for?
I have a theory, but I need to test it with a polarized light reader. Now that you can use the conduit to teleport, you can return with me or stay here to explore some more. I'm off to the shelter to prepare for the analysis. Don't be too long.
Okay, it's done. Yeah, let's go with her. Teleport! Oh my freaking gosh! What does this mean? That there's something over there. Oh, that means where we are right now. Ooh, another location. Should we fast travel to the Black Streets? We just found in Fallon Academy something that we had to deliver over here. That's so cool. But that is a thing, I do not really know to which locations I should go to. It would be so useful to know if there's something pending to go to for secondary quests or things like that. Shelter. I've been lurking for a while. Have fun. Okay, Hilda, thank you so much for lurking and for being here. It was so good to see you. Hope you have a nice evening and take all the care. Okay, let's discuss with Minerva. Let's see. What is she plotting? What is she planning? This too suspicious. Thank you, Hilda. Take all the care. By the way, this door, where does it lead to? We have never gone inside there.
Good. Now that we have the polarized light reader, we can begin.
Alright, what is she going to do?
Wow. What is this?
Just a moment. I need to analyze this conduction ring first. Reversing the flow. Nexus. A ritual. So that's what he's up to. Hilda, the chests inside the Laurel craft treasury have all been ransacked, right?
Yeah.
On my honor.
Good. I believe you. Unfortunately, I now know what Humanities
Yeah,
is
he's
doing.
trying to stop
You
the
may
curse,
already be
right?
aware of this, but on that towering peak behind the city, there is a light that shines unceasingly. That's the Nexus, Aphes' biggest and purest starlight. Bestowed upon us, we believe, by the Three. Our civilization developed around the Nexus, and achieved glory by the use of magic. However, even thousands of years of research haven't enabled us to fully control its power. Humanities is trying to master the Nexus in order to gain its limitless power.
Could the device from this design allow him to control the Nexus?
Yes. Humanities instructed the Northwind Legion to gather the materials necessary to make conduction rings, and then install them in each conduit. The conduits were originally intended to distribute the power of the Nexus. However, conduction rings alter the direction of the energy flow, concentrating all of the energy of the conduit in the hands of the user. That energy could then be used to control the Nexus.
Wouldn't that be problematic?
Trying to control the Nexus with excessive and unrefined force could make it unstable. If the energy isn't controlled properly, it could trigger another apocalyptic magic storm.
And if he can control it properly?
This is just speculation, but he could gain mastery of all living things. Curse or no curse. He could choose to remove our curse, or he could lead us in another direction. And then, even if you wear an amulet, neither you nor the Northwind Legion will be able to escape his grasp. Everyone will become a puppet in his hands. He alone will decide the fate of every one of us.
No, I won't allow that to happen.
Neither will I. We must do everything we can. Hilda, we must stop your father from completing his mission and put an end to humanity's plan. We must stop him. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll continue our work.
I feel that she's just telling me half-truths.
I'm ready. What are you planning to do?
Hilda, you've proved yourself to me. I've seen your ability and your determination. And I have seen your destiny. From now on, I hope things will be more equal between us.
What do you mean?
I mean, we share the same goal. From now on, I'll do everything I can to help you, and I'll tell you all about my objectives and plans. Understand?
That's surprising. What made you change your
Yeah,
mind?
why are you
Because
suddenly
you're-
acting like
No,
this?
Never mind. I just think things will be better this way. Don't you agree?
Of course. And I'll repay your trust. It's the Northwind Legion's way. I'm happy we can be friends.
Friends? That's not really what I had in mind.
Oh, did I misunderstand?
No, you're right. It's as you say. So, I finished deciphering the documents Marissa brought back. This is the biggest breakthrough we've had so far. I'm confident that we can deal with the crisis in Aphes. However, that will only make the next thing we need to do even more challenging. I'm really going to need your help.
You can count on me. So, what's your plan?
To tell you that, I need to first tell you about Asterigos. 1,000 years ago in Aphes, Humanities and I came up with a plan that would lead all Ephesians into a bright new era. Inside the city, we constructed a system of conduits and gave every resident, regardless of their class, a resonator. Resonators, just like your necklace, generate a resonance with a conduit, allowing the user to enjoy the benefits that magic brings. But something went wrong. More and more people suffered magical mutations as a result of the resonators. Humanities frantically tried to find the cause of the problem and solve it, but to no avail. Nothing he tried could stop the spread of the magical mutations, until he came across an ancient legend. According to this legend, anything could be achieved by performing a ritual called aspiration on Trinity Night. Disregarding widespread opposition, he went ahead and performed the ceremony, wishing to remove the magical mutations by manipulating the power of the Nexus. But the ritual ended in failure. It was that night that Asterigos descended upon Aphes.
No wonder you say he's the culprit. And no wonder you react so strongly whenever I mention him.
So now you know. Anyway, to get back to the point, my plan is to perform the aspiration again, but this time, do it correctly.
Again? Didn't you say the power of the Nexus can't be controlled?
I understand you have doubts, so feel free to ask me anything.
I may be wrong, to be honest. I think I could. There is a chance that I could be wrong, and Minerva is the good one. But I don't know. It's just that the game is giving me hints. Maybe the game wants me to doubt about Minerva, but also at the same time, I got this gut feeling that no. We'll see. Ask what will become of Eumenides. Can't say for sure, but he'll pay the price for his actions. He's been damaging the city for too long. He's destroying my hopes and dreams, and he's tormenting every one of us. And for that alone, I'll never forgive him. What if he really has lost his mind? Then there's even less reason to hold back. Yeah, she's not even having slightly sympathy for him. What bothers me though is that you won't be able to accept what I'm going to do. After everything that that's happened, there's no longer any affection between us. We are husband and wife in name only. But you get so upset every time you mention him. That is because I do not mean to be offensive, but I just want to understand. Perhaps things do not need to end so badly. I hope so too. The Trinity Night you mentioned before, what is that? It's a special holy alignment of stars that appears once every 1,000 of years. On that night, the three main stars, which represent the three perfectly aligned to perform a great triangle in the sky. Any living being sensitive to magic experiences an amplified magical effect. It's been 1,000 years since the last Trinity Night, and the next one's almost upon us. So star formation that appears once every 1,000 years. And Ambari history doesn't stretch back that far. What happens if someone from Aphes has provoked the king of the Ambari to get sick? So some warriors of Ambari will go to Aphes and do the dirty work for this night. It's just that it's too convenient that this sickness is only happening in Aphes, but suddenly the king of another region or another country, however you want to call it, suddenly gets affected by the Asterigos. It's just as suspicious, you know? It's like the Ephesians, the good or the bad, doesn't matter, really needed people, outsiders, to do something for them. Ask about Tanri's research documents.
What was in the documents that Marissa brought back?
It was research proving that a similar ritual had been successfully performed several millennia ago. In addition to it needing to be performed on Trinity Night, the ritual requires 3 ancient relics in order to keep it stable.
Relics are the key. So 1,000 years ago, Eumenides failed because he didn't have the relics.
Exactly. And now he's disregarding the research and planning to do things his way.
We can't allow him to repeat the same mistake.
And let's not forget, even if he's successful, it'll only make him even more of a threat.
Yes, that's true.
Tanrius's research also points out that the Nexus was damaged because of Eumenides' last failure. Unless we can find a way to repair its structural matrix, performing the ritual again will be extremely dangerous. So, we need to collect the 3 relics, find a way to repair the Nexus, and persuade Eumenides to let us use it.
I get the feeling he's not an easy person to persuade.
There are many ways to persuade someone. We just need to find the right one.
How convenient that she's saying that, right?
But I don't understand. Why does Eumenides want to work with my father?
Because he no longer has any other allies in the city. Right now we lack cohesion. It is difficult for us to unite.
But with his abilities, it wouldn't be difficult for him to do it alone, would it?
It's true that Eumenides can use his apparition to shuttle back and forth, but the apparition can't touch solid matter. With his help, the Northwind Legion are highly maneuverable and are inherently very skilled warriors. Moreover, they're the only ones who don't know who Eumenides is. He's unlikely to let go of the Northwind Legion before the ritual is complete.
It's awful the way he's using them. Knowing my father, he'd never return empty-handed if he found a way to save the king.
I'm positive Eumenides won't share with him the details of the ritual or its outcome. If we see your father, we must make him see Eumenides for who he really is.
I know Eumenides is planning and what his objective is, but if we have no way of handling the situation peacefully, you're worried about getting against their father? Yes, is there any way of getting around that? If you knew how to remove the curse from our kingdom, then he and the others wouldn't need help Eumenides anymore. I wasn't able to make the promise to Harold, that's why I led him to work with Eumenides. But now that I found a way and I know to get the relics, we can try persuade your father. And don't worry, I have no intention of getting into direct confrontation with the Northwind Legion. Thank you. I was afraid you might not care about that. By the gods, that wouldn't be good for any of us. And we're friends, aren't we? Why wouldn't the Medides plan work? Could the problem with the conduct rings? Tanrios carried out some research on the conduct ring. In theory, concentrating all energy could control the Nexus sounds, like could lift the curse. And to ensure that he himself could acquire more energy, Omen increased the conduction ring's rate of amplification. However, using magic tests, the mind, however, casted what Elman plans is double-edged sword. My father also lectured me about that. Ever since the Elman's last failure, his temperament has become extremely volatile. There is no way of knowing whether his intentions are still good or not. If the ritual fails again, I don't know what will become of people of the city. To give you the worst case, all living things in Aphes could be turned into stardust, including your father and the Legion.
So, what should I do now?
I think I know where the relics mentioned in the documents are. Aphes is governed by 3 archons, each of whom inherited an ancient relic, a symbol of their status. The real function of these relics has been forgotten through the ages. Now they're merely regarded as symbolic. Fortunately, I know where to find these archons, or at least I have a clue to their whereabouts.
That sounds promising.
The trouble is, even if I can find them, I don't know if I'll be able to communicate with them.
Well, I've got my work cut out for me. Time to put my talents to good use.
There's also Tanrius and his wife, who went missing in the mine while searching for a way to repair the Nexus. 4 objectives this time. Understood? Let's get started.
Let's do it, yes. Okay. Whoa, look! All those regions! Browse stock. Oh, no. This. Sunken's Outskirts. The Sunken Outskirts was originally a region that grew Aphes crops. But after the curse, nature took hold of it, a haunted magic influenced by local biology. Now it has become a submerged woodland filled with creatures of mutated magic.
The Sunken Outskirt. The Archon Serene went missing many years ago, but we received some new information recently. And this time, it's extremely accurate. The intelligence Quintus gave us revealed that the Warax received an urgent command to eliminate an Aristoi's personal guards. The command didn't state who this Aristoi is, but there are very few who would bring so many guards and travel to such a poor area. My guess is that it's Serene, or at least her guards. We need to find a way to use this information and take back the Archon relic. I don't know if she's still alive, but the whereabouts of both her and the relic are worth our attention. Perhaps it is my own selfishness, but regardless, indulge me.
Okay. Reply from Hunter's Camp. Dear Mistress Minerva, we have been living in the spiritual swamp for hundreds of years, and no one but Lady Serene has cared, but she has been missing for a long time now. You did not step forward when we needed help most. Now Barat is willing to trade with us, so most of us can still live a good life. We cannot afford to keep talking with you and making Barat suspicious. It is most impressive that your guard captain could venture into the swamp and find us all by himself. However, I doubt that even he would be able to fight the whole of the Warax by himself. Therefore, even though your letter was very sincere, we must still refuse to work with you. Yours sincerely. Someone whose name is not worth mentioning. Okay. This one now. Argus Plaza.
Argus Plaza. Don't be too surprised. To obtain the Archon of Legion's relic, you must challenge the Archon's elite warriors with me. Yes, this we will do together.
Really?
Among the Aristoi, the reputation of Marble, the Archon of Legion, has hit rock bottom, and word of you defeating Eulalia has spread. I happened to get in touch with him and asked him to loan me the Archon relic in his possession. Marble agreed, but on 2 conditions. To clear my name, I must participate in the challenges of the traditional trials of remission, and you and I must meet with him at the Laurel Mansion, my old home. This is our only chance, so we must seize it. There is a path behind the Laurel craft that leads to the Argus Plaza. It leads directly to the mansion, but you'll have to go in by a small road on the right side of the main entrance. An Aristor named Narcus will meet you there.
Alright, and the document says, Dear Mistress Minerva, I have contacted for the Archon for you. He's willing to lend you his artillery as long as you're willing to accept the two conditions he has put forth. Take back the trial's permission to be cleansed of your crimes, and before the trials, bring the outsider who defeated Eulalia to Laurel Mansion to meet with him. This is obviously a setup. You must think carefully about this, mistress. Although Marble's recent situation has not been good, he has been able to maintain firm control over the central areas of Aphes. For 1,000 years remains cunning as ever. I think he sees dealing with ignorance as a way of restore his reputation. No matter what you choose to do, you will have my full support and help. Okay, next one is going to be this one, Glittering Deeps.
For centuries, Tanrius the Scholar searched endlessly for the key to fixing the aspiration. This is one of the foremost reasons for my having founded the Adherents. I always knew that he and his wife wanted to explore the deeps, but I never thought they would go off in such a hurry. I understand Marissa's worries, but I have other matters on my mind. They wouldn't make such a plan recklessly. They must have discovered some key to repairing the Nexus. Hilda, go and find them or any new clues they may have left behind. The Adherents need any potential help we can get.
Okay. Tanrius Farewell Letter 2. Mistress, by the time you read this letter, my wife and I will likely be conducting research in the depths of the Glittering Deeps. Specifically put this letter with my research notes to make sure that you will see it. Our research has confirmed that the aspiration needs the 3 Archon relics to ensure the stability of the ritual, but that is on the premise that the Nexus is intact. However, Eumenides' failure damaged the Nexus. We do not know what might happen if the ritual is carried out while Nexus is damaged. Aphes cannot afford another failure. Whether it's Eumenides or us, we must strive to ensure that the next ceremony is a success. That is why we must venture deeper the Glittering Deeps. We firmly believe that the ancient ruins there hold even more crucial knowledge that has been lost for thousands of years. As long as we can understand this knowledge, there will be hope for the future of Aphes. Okay, and last... Ooh, Styx!
After
The last one.
Humanities imprisoned Petrius, the Archon of Clergy, in Styx, all the information that remained of him was but a few rumors. The only useful bit I can provide is this. His Archon relic wasn't confiscated when he was jailed, so you should focus your investigation on Styx. Petrius has always been the most cunning and dangerous character in Aphes. I don't know if he's willing to negotiate, or even if he's still in prison. This operation is not one I can aid you in directly. I must rely on you to gather what information you can without me. Ah, yes. And as for the Northwind Legion member you mentioned, Otto, please refrain from revealing any of the Adherents' plans to him before I can see him myself. I'm sure you understand.
Okay.
Please speak.
Talk. Okay, so the Sunken Outskirts is going to be the first one we go. Let's see. How do you know the Warax is targeting Serene? Under the table, Barad and Serene had already turned against each other. He'll never have to let her simply walk away if she ever showed her face in the slum. Why did she did then? That was the annoying thing about her. What is? I mean, she has a strong character. If she thinks something's right, she'll insist doing it, even after her life is at risk. I think she's concerned about people in black streets. That's why she keeps smuggling Stardust there. That's a great thing to do. Not to Barad. Serene's action made him unable to control those people. I don't get it. Was he stupid? I'll benefit so many people. Whatever he was or wasn't depends on how you weight things. Are you saying he wasn't? It's up to you to decide. He's gone anyway. Back to the topic. I can guarantee that that Serene and the Relic are in the Sunken Outskirts. I'll say there's a 50-50 chance. There aren't many clues, but at least we're making progress. You can say that, but we know fewer options. Always be cautious, no matter what. Got it. You don't seem to be very happy. Why? in a way, is partially because he killed Barad. It seems that Barad's order was only to expel and watch, and he didn't want people to know about Serene, so he acts stealthily. But the new leader immediately ordered an attack, confusing his own vanguard. The complaints from Gorak's members happened to turn into Echo Stone, which Kintus found and brought to me. You're welcome. You're so much fun. Okay. That's all. Ooh. Ask about the Arrogance objective? That's how we began. It's still our main priority, but over the years we've also done many other things. For example, providing shelters to like-minded people, gathering and preserving books, writing documents. Why do you want to do all those things? Surely it's difficult enough to just avoid detection. Not all roads can be smooth. We've been through many desperate times. Even if we fail, we should at least leave something for our successors. That belief drove Adherents Visakoi to undertake those cultural efforts. Now that the end of the course is in sight, our documents are more important than ever. The Adherents are not the only key to lifting the curse, they will also be foundation of Aphes' recovery. You think you're really far ahead? Of course, it's my duty as an Aristoy. Okay, I just want to see. Oof, there's a lot. Hi, Hilmar! Welcome here! How are you doing today? Happy Tuesday! Hello, hello. Have you started with Asterigos? Or did you start Lies of P again? Let's see. Ask about the situation in Aphes. What's the situation in Aphes? Mostly the same, under Asterigos, but thanks to you, changes are happening. By the way, I hope you're there for the better. You could say so. At the moment, the Adherents don't have to worry about other forces. You can ask Kintus for more details. This is an opportunity for us to focus on other areas. The Adherents are also re-established some connections. Knowing that the curse can be lifted must be given many Ephesians confidence. Yeah, but we need extra cautious. Every move is crucial now. Got it. And Starride. I say more Starride during my time in Aphes than in the last 10 years in Ambari. It's so much better than an ordinary magicite in every single way. Of course, even ignoring the differences in cutting of spells, the purity alone is vastly different. You've been to Laurel Craft. It used to be process all sorts of Starride. Do you know how to do it, sir? Of course, I was in charge. I also made some Starride trinkets myself. How were they? You're still going strong. So many things. Lies of P. Yeah. The DLC was going to be released this summer, you told me, right? And the Lies of P, I do not know if you... Did you obtain the platinum? I think that you did, right? Or not. Well, just to ask you your plans with Lies of P, apart from playing it again. Talk about the Northwind Legion mission. Okay, now we know the correct way to remove the curse and have the chance to try it. If I can let my father know, the Northwind Legion can complete their mission. That's easier said than done. I'm worried that he may not be willing to accept it. I know how stubborn he can be. I can't really argue with that. Like father, like daughter. Hey! Alright, I'll stop teasing you. But you know your father best. Have hope. Don't bet on it. I know. Is she really trying to... In a way, I feel that she's feeding me indirectly to doubt about my father. Don't like that. You mentioned before that you were married. Do you think it could possibly change his mind? If I could, I wouldn't need to be here. Oh, I must warn you, you're not on as good in terms as you think. It's embarrassing to admit, but Amenides and I, we don't understand one another. Our values were always very different, but I tried my best to convince myself that he was right. As a result, he pushed for a resonator policy, ultimately causing Asterigos. I know it wasn't his fault, magic, well, it's difficult to control. So I can't hate him or myself for not stopping him back then. It's all very unfortunate. Whatever you hate about the city, it's all down to the mistakes that Amenides made. Hilda, if you're lucky enough to see him, please teach him a lesson from me. You're very good at bossing me around. When you see him, you will need to tell to give him a baiting. Just forget he has your father. You're right, I'll teach him a lesson. By the way, while I was in Laurel Craft, I came across an echo of a conversation between you and Amenides. Don't take this wrong way, but you sounded very happy back then. I don't remember that. She doesn't want to speak about it. Anyway, I'll give you the echo. You can keep it. You don't still have a soft spot for Amenides, do you? Don't push your luck. You did say you'd answer my questions I have. Very well. This has nothing to do with what I'm doing now and what I'm going to do to him, so it's not important. Anyway, you can sum up how I feel about him in a few words. It's complicated. I'm sorry, you're right. This is the first time I ever hated an Echo Stone.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah, holy shush, we gotta speak with a lot of people.
I serve Lady Minerva.
Okay, Sunken Outskirts. Again, don't tell the mistress, but I can stand that place. It's been taking over the forests and swamps and really difficult to walk in full nature traps. I've been forced to go there a few times. All I can say is only hunters and the neatest senses can survive there. Every time I go there, I feel like my skills and strength had deteriorated. I guess Arkan Serene had no other choices when she headed there. Also, make sure you remember your direction. It's so easy to get lost in the swamp. I think I understand why you don't like that place. Yeah, come back to me if you have more questions. Apart from the swamp, what else is in there? Lots of wild animals. I'm not sure if they're being affected by Asterigos, but they're cunning and dangerous. Wastewater crawlers, lurkers, are incredibly big. There are even crocodiles that can swallow humans alive. Speaking of crocodiles, I killed one when I first arrived in Aphes. I've been seeing such a huge crocodile. It must be a Sobek crocodile. That's one of the fierce monsters. Oh, but not by myself, and it has already badly wounded. It dropped a Northwing Legion dagger, and when it turned into Stardust, so it was properly wounded by them. I see. Sobek crocodiles are huge, greedy monsters that can want to eat everything they see. They aren't indigenous to Aphes, but the city's outskirts all became deserted after the curse, given them a chance to invade. Even if you kill one, you still have to be extremely cautious, understand? Does anyone live in Sunken Outskirts? Only a bunch of hunters who make a living by hunting beasts of Stardust. Most are civilians and slaves who don't want to submit to other forces, even so they still maintain contact with the War Axe. Sometimes the War Axe asks them to Stardust and trade with them, but they mostly just stay out of each other's way. To be honest, I have no idea the true nature of the relationship. The War Axe again, those guys are everywhere. Okay, nothing else. Leave.
The glory of the three.
Okay, now Roxanne.
What do you need?
You're very kind, Roxanne. Has the time come to make contact with the Archon? Is Serene very special? Not particularly, honestly. I have no impression of her before I came an Archon. Could you tell me about Serene's background? Oh, for a moment I thought that the game was going to crash. She was selected largely because of Asterigos' political actions and events. If you ask me, I say she got lucky. If not for Petru's help, she could have ended her ordinary life in the slum long ago. Was she a slave? She's probably the only slave in history to be adopted by an Aristoi and go on to be elected Archon. That's incredible. It can just be luck. Maybe she's just that good, don't you think? Your reaction's perfectly normal. Most ordinary people will think that way. But she must be held responsible for Asterigos. She would be removed from her position because of that. Yet she's still incumbent, and even that has the relic with her. Well, I shall make no comment on her abilities. I think I know what you're trying to say. Has the Sunken Outskirts always been a swamp? You're interested in the history of Aphes. What a rare sight. The more information I have about the mission area, the better. Before it turned into swamp, it was crash crop region managed by a few Aristoi. For example, Emeritus House Goldolive used to own the largest gold olive farm in all Aphes, but in hundreds of years his family mastered the key orichalcum processing technology. All shifted their focus to mining. So that's how his family got the name. Is the farm still there? It has sold to another family hundreds of years before the curse. Now it has been abandoned due to the flooding. But House Godolive upheld the Aristoi duties and traditions all the way until Aphes passed away. He spent most of their income in upkeep of that dilapidated old temple. A very noble act. Okay.
Mind your manners.
I think I do not want to keep reading, so we're going to move on. Vulcan!
Hey, sweetie, what's up? Sweetie, I heard it all. You're going to Styx, aren't you?
Well, not right
If
now.
so, I'd like to ask you a favor. Could you help me find out what happened to my husband?
Well, yeah, we can do that.
I don't expect him to come back alive, but any information would be great.
I need to know.
Alright, I'll keep an eye out for you.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Oh, and don't forget to let me check your weapons and gear before you head out.
Yeah. Ooh, blueprint?
Hey, look! I found a new blueprint.
Awesome, cutie. It's very detailed. Now I can make more trinkets for you.
Nice. But I think that the trinkets that I want, these are the new ones. But I'm only interested in the physics ones. And I cannot upgrade my dagger. Well, we're going to upgrade the staff. And the thunder one. Good.
Thank you.
Okay. Please tell me that we can fast travel to the swamp. You.
Friend, going to Styx?
Everybody's
have any
interested in
information?
me going to Styx.
Indeed I do, but of course not for free.
Makes sense. How about I trade any future information I collect about Styx with you? Don't worry, I'll give you a good deal.
I see. You're getting more and more shrewd.
So what information do you have to share with me about Styx? Very well, I won't keep you guessing, but I have to choose information you give me in exchange. Bring me the map of Styx, and then we can talk about the trade. A map? Where you're planning Styx? Don't worry, it will benefit the mistress and it will benefit you. I won't let anyone down. Ooh. No, I think I'm going to ask this later.
I look forward to your next.
Okay, since we're going to swamp, I think I'm going to wear this back again. And please tell me we can fast travel. Yes, I can fast travel. Okay, wait. No, but I unlocked the fast travel place in the swamps. Yes, this one you see. Yes. Yes, yes. Okay, we're here. And these are the doors. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Nice. Ooh, why do I have the impression that this area is going to be gigantic? Enemies! Enemies ahead! Wait a second. I think I should use lightning power since they're water creatures. Does it make sense? Well, at least in Pokemon, for water Pokemon, you've got to use lightning. Okay. Careful with this one. See? Ooh, that was close. Okay, I gotta tell you, these guys are strong. They're a little bit strong. Shush! I think I'm going to be drinking salt all the freaking time. Take this.
Looks like the marks of a large creature. And scorch marks.
Dragon something? Wait. Oh no, that creature! Alright. Maybe I shouldn't go here yet. Holy shit, I did not see this one. Okay, yeah, she has said that this is basically the way to go to a dragon boss, maybe? I think I'm going to go back. Yeah, I think it's going to be smart if I just go back. We'll go later, once we have leveled up. Yes, indeed. Yeah, it's going to be really similar to the one that we defeated in the intro of the game. Because of the fire marks that we have seen on the ground. Ooh, wait a second. I think I cannot really go this way. Because there is too much water. No, no, no. If I go down there, I think I'm going to die. Maybe over here. Oopsie. Okay. Got that one. There's another. Oh, I did not see this one. Okay, careful. That was close. No. Okay. Got it. This one now. No. Hilda, careful. Can I pick up this? Okay, take. I see you. Okay. Holy crap! Oh, I did not see this one. I got so scared. Okay. Gosh. I gotta be really careful with the plants in the water because I confuse them with actual plants, but there are no plants. Okay, got a correct posture right away. And a little bit of H2. Thank you for the redeems ribbons. Right away. Actually, I'm seeing a memento over there, so I'm just going to drink water. Listening to the memento. Let's go.
What's your business here? Barad warned you not to harass these people.
I am taking care of the villagers, as my duty requires. Please pass the message to Barad. If he has any issue with me, he can talk to me directly.
Talk to you directly? Ha! You no longer hold the power you used to, you know. As for the fools who accepted your help, you don't need them anymore. You have half a day to take them away from here, or else.
Or else what?
Andreas, you fancy yourself Serene's guard. Barad is the reason why you're employed. First place, you ungrateful swine! If you're still here after tonight, I'll hit you in the same place again, with my blade!
Andreas, are you alright?
Yeah, but they almost got me there. Thank you for telling me not to fight back.
And it won't kill you to take a punch or two. Just put up with it for now, so we can buy some time.
Put up with what? We really have to leave this time. They mean what they say. Understand? Even those hunters told us to pack our bags. We're not exactly popular around here.
Wait. I'm seeing something new that we're going to obtain, apart from some ability points or ability stuff. We may actually have a new outfit. I'm happy. Are we going to have a new one? Yes. Okay. Now, over here. Let's check. Ooh. Hello again, finished dinner and now finding out we have to avoid plants that look like actually plants but aren't actual plants. And the water sounds complicated. But wait, let me read again. By the way, I hope the dinner was good. We have to avoid plants that look like actual plants, but there aren't actual plants in the water. So does that mean that it could be something venomous? I do not really know, Ice, but good luck with that and hope that everything goes okay. Because plants that are not actually plants, though they look plants, I think it's a trap. Sounds like a trap. Be careful with that. Actually, speaking about that, oops, let me get. I've got a plant in my house that I was watering the plant, and I thought that the whole plant was a plant, but then I realized days later that the plant was overgrowing something else because I was watering too much, and it was I think it was mold, yeah. And at first I thought that it was nothing bad, but then I realized, okay, maybe I'm killing the plant by having this, so it's reminding me of that situation. Or maybe I just totally misunderstood what you said 2 minutes. Oh, wait! You were talking about the game all this time. Holy smokes. Yeah, you're right. We were talking about... Well, I was talking about the plants that look like plants, but no, they're monsters. Then you were completely right. I thought that you were talking about something in real life. Hi, Becca. How are you doing? Welcome here. How's everything going on? Hello. Actually, I'm suspecting that the main boss in the swamp is going to be a gigantic plant. That is not a plant. It is a monster plant. This man is not fighting. Look at this. He has left his shield, his sword here. Why?
Are you alright?
What was the name? Papathanasis.
All around me. I must return. They won't let me go.
Ask him. Okay. Come down. Where are the other guards? Let me go. I can't take it anymore. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Are you an Aristoid guard? Who is your master? My master, I had one, but... Why? We hurt so many innocent people. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. What are you seeing? I can't describe it. It's undescribable. I can't take it. They're right before my eyes. Save me. But I don't see anything. They are here. So many children. So many grieving children. I can take it. I'm guilty. I must atone my sins. I'm sorry. I don't get it. How are you? Just selling for evening, so time to get cozy. That is so nice. I hope that you enjoyed a lot your evening and your day was okay. I think that you had holidays until today, Becca, or it was until yesterday. Anyways, I hope that you had a good start of the week. And I'm doing good. I'm still a little bit sick, but it's just a cold that I got. It's nothing major. Other than that, doing good. Thank you for asking. Let's see, can I speak with these people? Have you always lived here? We came here after it became deserted following Asterigos. We were hunters at Argus Bazaar, living out the local forests. So we just came here to continue our profession. Did the Arkan send you here, or we were all just naturally drawn here? Nobody sent us. We have an advantage of being able to choose who to trade with. We mainly sell the black streets these days. The government has long given up trying to control this area, so they ignore us. That's how we can officially partner with the black streets. If any soldiers try to start trouble here, the War Axe will protect us. Trouble? Does that include Archon Serene? Listen, we're a reasonable folk, but weapons are weapons. If she tries to come here, she can say we didn't warn her. So they're against Serene. Can I climb here? Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Being a packed but productive day, glad you're feeling a bit better. That is so nice. You deserve to rest now after a really long day, Becca. I've seen Smith use this before. Looks like everyone uses the tool to collect stardust. Oh. Knock knock. It's not good haul today. Someone's not pulling their weight. Is there not enough stardust for you to eat? Oh, we're very frugal people. I'm talking about the portion for the Blackstreets. I caught at least 30% of the prey this time. The others have to step up. Hey, I'm tense. We're all on the edge right now. The animals are getting smarter. Our traps don't always work anymore. I have to think of something. Why does the new leader want to buy stardust from you? Maybe he's afraid of death, especially a painful death? Haha. Okay.
An outsider? What brings you to a place like this?
I'm asking around about Archon Serene.
Doesn't have anything to do with me anymore. But still, who sent you?
I can't really say, but I'm helping the Aristoi. Archon Serene holds the key to Aphes' recovery. It's imperative that I speak with her right away.
Suspicious. But you don't seem like you're lying. Whoever you work
Because I'm not lying.
tell them to give up. The Archon is right there in that temple. But you won't make it in there alone. Not even if you had an army.
What do you mean? I used to be the Quirian in the Archon's guard, in charge of distributing stardust to the poor, but after Barad sent people to kill the Archon, we're pushed back to here. To protect Serene, Centurion Andreas has locked her in the temple and forbidden her to leave. He now stands guards at the temple. No one can go in or out. Unless you have a way to blow the hole in the place, you'll need the keys. That's all I know.
I have to get in.
If you really must, then I can suggest a way.
Okay, I'm all
The
ears.
Archon is confined to the temple. The entrance is sealed by 4 locks, and each key is held by a different Decurion.
Alright.
I will give you my key, if you help me with something.
Of course.
Why do you still have a key?
Because it doesn't matter whether I have it or not. You'll see what I mean if you manage to get in. Anyway, do you accept my offer?
We do not really have
If you
a
don't
choice.
accept, then we have nothing more to say.
That's fair. What is it?
See these supplies around me? They're for the villagers. The hunter that was going to distribute them with me is wounded. You can distribute half instead.
Sounds easy enough.
Whoa, that's just the beginning.
Odysseus made the right decision. Okay. Life here must be tough. You get used to it. Life here is simple, just daily struggle against nature. You could do worse. Since Barad died, the Blackstreet have descended into utter chaos. Different factions fight on the streets every day with no regard for innocent bystanders. Bystanders? The new boss doesn't seem to care, or rather, it's possible that he's deliberately orchestrated. I don't understand. How would that benefit him? There's probably more to it than we can understand. Anyway, it's got nothing to do with me. Okay, my clothes are returned. Time to make a new outfit. Okay, so we're giving supplies to the villagers. For now, this doesn't seem that it has got any complication for the quest, I mean. Which is the catch? One leaves, one adapts. I have lived for a good while with the hunters. There are many that would like to leave this way of life and few to wish to join it. The Quirian Odysseus is one of the few. He has also always maintained contact with the hunters, but has only officially joined them for less than 100 years. He said that he is grown very well accustomed to it and that this was the life always wanted. The hunters are detached and cold, especially towards politics. They were willing to accept the deserter from the army, not just because they were short people, but because the Odysseus good standing with them. One morning, I had the opportunity to go hunting with him. I discovered that beyond hunting in the swamps, he would also periodically go visit his friend in the wilderness near to the waterfall. His friend was a Decurion who went insane, incapable of regular speech. He's only barely able to survive. Odysseus confided to me that he secretly takes care of the man behind the backs and of the other hunters. He said, well, all experienced terrible things. One of the reasons why I left the army was to find him and give him a safe place to stay. I have no other options as the hunters will not accept him. There is another Decurion still in the army by the name of Vangelis. We happened to meet each other while we were preparing Stardust. I asked him why he was willing to sneak out, but he merely shrugged. Shrugged? This isn't benefiting a soldier, but I have helped my friends. He then looked to the two former Decurions. Do the others know what you're doing this, I asked. The hunters know what Odysseus is up to. I suspect that the Centurion knows what I'm doing as well, but he stays silent on it. I think he's tacitly approve of it. He refuses to speak on the subject any further. Although Odysseus is popular, the aid he provides to his friends is controversial amongst the hunters. One camp supports his altruistic actions. The other believes that letting Papathanasius perish would not only save Stardust, but that it would be a merciful death for him. Odysseus ignores the debate around him and does not care for approval of others. The life of his good friend is as important to him as his ideals. Alright then. This is over here. It's just the next house. We gotta go here. Okay. What are you doing? Making traps. Traditional work, but it's efficient. Are you an Aristoi? I heard some Aristoi found a cure and sneaked out Aphes. No, I'm from Anbari. Ah, an outsider. Oh, well, I was going to ask you for a price. Price? I know that some hunters secretly deal with the Aristoi to earn more Stardust. Those people are ruining our trade with the Black Streets. Oh, so you want to catch those people? No, I also want to find Aristoi to sell it. Oh, if there's better business to be done, then why not? You bring supplies, don't cut, you don't take a cut, do you? Even if you don't, there must be something in it for you. Even the most spontaneous charity is actually selfish in a way. Okay, let's leave. Okay, next one. All these people coming in and disturbing my peace. Odysseus is fine, but those unless academics. I'm not a fan of guests. I know exactly who my friends are and who I want nowhere near me. I'm sorry, could you tell? Who are those academics you refer to? Sometimes it's a group, sometimes it's one person. Those slimy bastards want to take something from us. What do they want? They want to capture live bugs. They want to learn how they breed them, but they can't do it. I'm sure those physicoi were sent by Aristoi, I swear it. As for you, you don't seem like someone who could be a friend. Now stop eavesdropping on me and go. Okay, I got a delivery to make you. Who are you? Did Odysseus send you to distribute the supplies? The others might not care, but I must remind you that this is no place for kids to play. Alright, no scram. Okay. Oopsie, I was jumping. Whoa, the swamp goes further over there. Ah, I can go down. Okay, no, we do not want to go down. The survival of the hunters. Surviving in a swamp is not easy. There is a lot of work to do every day. You must ready your gear even before crack dawn and pay attention to the animals and weather. You do not get a catch every day, and when you do, it's usually the bare minimum to get by. If you are severely wounded while hunting, physicians can help treat you, but as that expends a lot of Stardust and their resources, it can be very challenging for them as well. Most hunters hate the Aristoi and do not care about what happens in the circles. We live our lives, but those Aristoi always love deciding how others should live, complains one hunter. Most animosity started during Asterigos, when the Aristoi abandoned the poor to fend themselves. They are a group of cannibalistic lunatics. They'll eat anybody if it means that they can clamber their own way into power. Hunters hate trading with the Aristoi, but hard times are forcing them to reconsider the position. The hunters prefer trading with Warad instead, as the Blackstreaks had a good trade agreement with the hunters. The hunters provided stardust while the Waraks gave them supplies. They also protected the hunters from attackers. However, the resources of the Waraks have begun to dwindle, and the Waraks are no longer generous as they once were. While their relationship has deteriorated, with the clashes erupting between the two, the hunters and the Waraks still maintain trade. The hunters are now considering whether or not to reopen trade with the Aristoi. After all, the Aristoi have a demand for the bugs that dwell in the swamp. Different Aristoi houses have sent out messengers hoping to monopolize and trade such creatures. Finally, given the hunters' bargain chip to leverage with. Although the appearance of Serene's guard has not changed the current situation, they present a new opportunity to reopen talks with the Aristoi and get to know each other again. The hunters are now doing their best to balance themselves between the various competing factions. Wow, there is a lot of lore going on with the hunters. Okay, I cannot speak with this people, not with this people. Am I done with my quest? Okay, ask about the other Decurians. Do you know what the other Decurians are? One of them is lost. He wanders in the swamp, sometimes in caves. The others are still on their duties, thankfully. I remember one's sentry duty and the others on patrol. Just head for the temple. The temple. It's to the west, you can miss it. I'm curious as to what do you do here? Pretty much the same as in my previous job, hunting animals, helping the poor, trading stardust, just with different people. I feel fulfilled here, and I've learned a lot about hunting. I learned how to make traps, use slingshot. Haha! Slingshot's much more useful in the wilderness than a sword. The hunters have taught you a lot. Of course, they're more principled than soldiers, or at least more than Andre's soldiers. They were absolutely terrible. They're just mercenaries, but the system's given them too much power. It's lunacy. Okay, I'm not finished giving supplies to people. Maybe because... yeah, I gotta give this one. Where's my bag? I've been asking for a week. What is this trash for? I need leather. Damn it! Okay. Let's go down. Who else do we need to speak to? Let's rest. Okay, what's over here? Where we gotta go? Oh no, more lore. The hunter that has been around here is the longest Enner, who is also one of the few citizens. He remembers before Sunken Outskirts were abandoned, people here were mainly farmers. Although he did not come around often, according to people that live here, there were there were fields of olive trees and wheat as well, some gardens and some orchards. Donkeys and mules were also raised as farm animals. Asterigos brought war, and together with the animals being affected by starlight, the place was soon deserted. This is where the professional hunters came in. The Archon of Legion wished to reclaim the land for resources, and so a group of hunters voluntarily came here in order to serve the country. However, the savage beasts and attacks from the factions caused the Archon to revoke the order, and yet knowledge of hunting and farming has preserved and passed down. 100 years later, Enner traveled to the swamp to explore. It is tough at first, but the Legion couldn't get things into order, and I saw no future for me at the bazaar, he said. But I didn't expect the woods here to become a swamp. The animals also behave differently than what I was taught. Other than the hunters that came with him, Enner's efforts also attracted poor workers from outskirts of the Black Streets who have lost their jobs. Enner welcomed them and taught them how to hunt, clearing the swamp and farmland together. If it was not for Enner setting the land for the others, life here would not be so stable. Maybe next time our enemy will not be cultists, but giant swamp crawlers? Who's to say? Okay. I think I have given everybody what I had to give, right? Let me go back to this guy and speak to him. I think I have given all the supplies, but I could be wrong. Odysseus, I have completed my quest. Well, apparently not. These supplies are much lighter than legions. Life can be easy here for hunters. I think I may need to give this to absolutely all the hunters in all the camp. I mean, all the swamp. Oh, shush. No! Good. Level 29. Nice. Why am I moving so slow? Okay. There was some kind of mud. Flowers! Why are these flowers over here? Okay, and there's a treasure chest nearby. Holy shit. Okay, done. You're making me nervous. Stop throwing things to me. Now, the chest that the light is telling me that is here. Where is it? I do not see it. Maybe I gotta jump up here? No, I cannot. Can I jump up here either? Okay, there is a chest over here, but I do not really see it now. Oh, here you are. I've been looking for you. Cannot go this way either. Alright. Memento! Wait, another note. All processing plant poster. This title poster is hard to make out. There are few discernible images suggest that it were okay. There was a workshop.
I've cast a spell on you to stabilize your condition. As far as those whose skin color starts to change, I need to do one more thing. But it's not a problem.
After that?
I told you these are only temporary. As the commander of the Legion, you should learn what happened to Aphes. So, you're going to stay or leave. If you are going to leave, this will be the last time I help you. But if you stay, I have a way to protect you all from the curse forever.
My king is under the same curse. Can you really resolve this?
Don't think so small. The curse is not only affecting the king, you know, but we now share a common interest. Don't you agree? Look, I'm trying to save Aphes and figure out the root cause of the curse. If I succeed, your king will recover as well.
Tell me about your plan.
Good. Let's start with the truth about the magic in Aphes.
The truth about the magic in Aphes. And also, Menides says that he doesn't know the root of the problem with the Asterigos curse. Minerva tells us that it was because of the ritual he did. So one of them are lying. Perhaps wine tasting notes. I have tasted at many wineries and I'm confident in being able to identify the finest wines or those with the most potential. I visit many wineries. I have recorded my tasting notes while visiting Aija Grape Processing Plant Winery. I think I'm not going to read this right now. No, maybe later. And actually I cannot proceed. What? Not here at least. Okay, we're going back. And I'm changing to this power. Oh. Emblazonate wine bottle. This bottle of wine is the emblem of Aphes stamp on it, which is a circle of each corner. It emits strong rose scent. Just by smelling it, one can taste a bottle of fine wine. Rosy fragrance so strong, I must restrain myself. So Hilda likes wine, huh? Interesting. Though, if there were a lot of olive trees here, because there who told us that there were olive trees also over here? That would mean that they were also making olive oil. Shut up, hurry up, I don't want to run into those bugs. Okay, anyways, I'm attacking them. Ooh. The outsider who killed the boss! No way! Oh shit. Who's that guy? He seems slightly angry. Holy crap. Okay, I'm super powerful with my dual blade thingy. Taking this. Physical field research. Wine is a symbol of wisdom. The legend says that when the wife of the poor Hamet was wrongfully convinced by a judge, Hamet begged the sky, praying to the court magistrate for a fair sentence. The court magistrate bestowed upon Hamet a bunch of grapes and instructed him to squeeze the juices into the well for all to drink from. From this, the people gained wisdom, and Hamet's wife was tried again and was found innocent. To this day, the judge must drink a glass of wine before the trial, so that he may be clear of mind during the proceedings. Wine has been enjoyed since ancient time and is the lifeblood of Ephesians. In the morning, the women pick grapes in the vineyard and bring them to the processing plant to remove the stems. The workers then step in the wooden boards and atop the grapes to squeeze out the juice. The juice is then steeped within the skins. They're all mixed together thoroughly and aerate without letting bubbles from the surface. The processing plant operates from the morning until afternoon every day without stopping, just for this step. Afterwards, the juice is further refined or sent to other processing plants. This is how those many intoxicated blends of wine are made. This is the first vineyard sponsored by the government and is greatly responsible for popularizing wines in Aphes. Even further holds a good market share because of the high supply of wine. Anybody from aristocrat to slaves can afford it. As such, the wine is also known as a symbol of democracy and freedom. Got it. By the way, I do not know since I have saved. Since a very long time. Ooh, these plants are new. Wait, I did not see those monsters! Damn it, they hide so well. I never see them. Ugh. Oh, okay. Nothing over here either. Let's continue. Can I even continue? Shit. I'm stuck. Okay. Or is there something here that I haven't seen? I think I'm stuck. Let's check again this area. Okay. So. This is the last place I can go to. Wait, over here? No. Yeah, apparently you could go this way. But not really either. Not even up there. Have I gotta burn this? No, it doesn't make sense that I gotta burn that. Well, Hilda, what do we do? Where should we go now? Yeah, over here is not the way, clearly. I think I'm going to die if I go that way. Either. Not over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the village. Welcome! How you doing? So good to see that you're finally home. Hello. Okay, clearly I can go up there. Maybe it's through another way. No, but it's not going to be over here. This is too complicated. Maybe I actually gotta go to that place with the water? I think I'm going to try. But for some reason I think that I'm also going to get killed. Have you seen that? Yeah, I definitely gotta find another way. There's nothing over here. We gotta go back. We clearly gotta go back. Tired but finally home, then I hope to have a really nice rest after a long day. How's the game going? It's going really well. Rothgar, actually, I thought that I was about to finish the game, but there are 4 new areas, so we're at the middle of the game right now. And not bad, it's been incredible. By the way, I haven't drank this. Wait, it's over here where we gotta go.
Apologies, Senator, but the situation
Who's talking?
very simple.
Whose voice is that? Up ahead, Humanities. Who's he talking to?
Oh, what is that? The wolf? The wolf is so pretty.
Did you stress the importance?
It's not for me or the Saintess to decide. Did I not make that clear?
Evangelos
Andreas has confined her inside with him. Unless he opens the door, we have no contact with them.
Preposterous. He is but a god. How can he dictate how Serene acts? That presumptuous fool. He forgets his place.
But the Saintess wouldn't want to see you anyway.
You must make Andreas open the gate. It is utterly absurd that I cannot contact her because of him. I am on the brink of success. She must help me. She must witness this.
What? Senator, do you understand the situation we're facing? If you really want to see her, then you must first help us get rid of the War Axe.
Of course. Just wait. Who's there?
Damn it!
Yeah, my hiding skills are not really good.
You again?
Yeah, me.
I told you that I wouldn't be so merciful the next time we met. I assumed you would have heeded my warning. What will it take to make you stop?
Until you release your control over the Northwind Legion, there's nothing to say. But now that I've run into you, I do have a question.
And what might that be?
Your actions may turn the whole city to stardust and destroy the Nexus. You should know better. Do you really want to save Aphes?
Of course I do. Minerva is short-sighted and narrow-minded. How could you trust her words?
Is it not true that you manipulate and threaten the Northwind Legion?
What I am doing is so much more important than the fate of the Northwind Legion. Besides, they chose this path.
The Legion doesn't want to work with you. You're just making excuses for your crimes.
If you had been to the Glittering Deeps, perhaps you would understand my ambitions. Even if Aphes were to return to normal, the killing would continue regardless. I just want a new world that is free and fair, without division, without class, without restraints. It's what's best for everyone.
You're avoiding the question, and it's not for you alone to decide. I understand now. You really are a terrible person.
I don't quite agree with Hilda.
Your words have no effect on me. I do not expect you to understand me, or Harold either, but I have never needed the understanding of others. Farewell, child. For your father's sake, I will not tell him how you died here.
What?
You know he's my father?
Our
He's going
friendship
to
is
try and
far
kill me?
deeper than you think, and your existence makes him more docile.
Oh.
Damn you!
Well, he's not really a good person. And the
Don't
doggo!
run, you coward!
Oh! I gotta fight him! No! I do not want to fight him! He looks like a really good boy. Oh, they're kicking my ass. Oh, Hilda. I need to... Shit. Okay, the little ones first, Hilda. Little ones first. Ah, it's so sad that I gotta kill a wolf. This one, Hilda. I wanted to use this one. Come on, girl. You can do it.
The wolf that shoots lightning. Now I've seen it all. I should talk with the Decurion first.
Yeah, let's do that. Finish the game? Not really. Still a lot to do. Definitely. Talk.
What? He just ran off, just like that. Who are you?
I'm here for our.
I'm really glad that the game is still going on, to be
Why is
honest.
everyone looking for the
I was not
Archon?
ready to say
I
goodbye.
swear you people are going to drive me insane.
Yeah, me too.
Now, who sent you? What do you want with our Archon?
All I can say is that I'm here to negotiate and provide help. I can only speak with the Archon about the rest. The other Decurions have already promised to give me their keys, so you can relax. I mean no harm.
Really? Good. If those idiots did it first, then the responsibility doesn't lie with me. But do you really intend to go to the temple?
What do you do here? I patrol the area against the Warrax. I'm also here to save Eumenides. He's very persistent. Your interference has given my ears some peace and quiet. Thanks for that. Is the situation here not good? It's been a long standoff. Everyone's morale is teetering on the brink. If that's bad, why just not take me to Andreas? That would be the best thing under normal circumstances, but the Centurion can no longer communicate normally. Attempting to introduce you would be too much trouble. What? Too much trouble? I won't interfere with you, but stop asking me to help.
There's no other way, is there?
True. Though you'll probably die on the way. My part is hidden in the
much faith in me.
ruins, somewhere around the Pond Academy building over there. Go get it.
That's it? No terms?
I just don't want you bothering me anymore. I can't remember exactly where I put it, though. I haven't needed it in a long time.
Okay. What do you know about the other Decurions? I thought you knew. Vangelis is guarding the door. One's gone mad and one's deserted. That's all I know. I don't care about them. If you know more about them, please don't tell me. It would only stress me out. How's Arakun at the moment? She is alive and couldn't be safer. Anything else? We can ask for more than that, can we? Or do you think of us having comfortable beds, large baths, and bountiful feasts? I don't know what you're expecting when you came here, but the only welcome you'll get is from Warax. Alright, and paranoid Centurion Andreas. Good luck with that. Okay, one of the Centurions is the one that he was traumatized before we came to the village, so I think we're actually going to go back and see if we can speak with him. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, there is the temple! Well, Serenus. Well, temple, shrine, whatever you want to call it. Let's go back. How I do? How? Over here. I hate when the games make me fight such beautiful creatures, which is kind of the reason I never got into Monster Hunter games. I understand you, Eyes. It's just that sometimes they do such a beautiful design for the enemies, and you kind of feel bad for defeating them. And not only monsters, but also characters. For example, one of my favorite characters of Elden Ring is Renala, Queen of the Full Moon. And she's completely adorable, and you gotta fight her, though she never dies. But, well, it's actually the only boss that I think that does not die. But she's so lovely as well. Oh no, not the plant creatures. I do not want to... Wait. Oh no. Oh no, I have confusion. It was this way. This is the way. And also, I hate it when video games make me fight doggos or cats or creatures that are pets, basically.
Where's the key that Centurion Andreas gave you?
Everything I had is gone. In the place marked by fang and flame. Lost!
Marked by fangs and flames?
They're frogs! Have you seen them?
Looks like he's completely lost his mind.
They're little froggies over there!
But how long ago did he lose it? Will I be able to find it?
Look! They're little frogs! Over here! Ah! Can I pet them? Hehe, they like me. They're with me. Wait, what did he say?
Looks like he's... Guess I'll just have to go look around. But how long ago did he...
Okay, I gotta look around. It's just that I got distracted by the frogs. I haven't paid attention what he said. Here? Maybe I gotta look around here? Here, maybe? I do not really know. Where's the key? Frogs, have you seen a key? I love that emote when you're exactly like that. They're cute as that. Yeah, same. I should only ever get to pet doggos in a game. Exactly. Be friends or pet them. I agree. Frogs, honey traps. They are put there to distract you. They clearly were here to distract me. I have not paid attention what this guy told me. At all. Well, it usually happens to me. I kind of dissociate sometimes. Tune out. I think it's just that in English it's called tune out, but in Spanish it's called when you say dissociate when you tune out. but I also dissociate. Well, strange things. Actually, I'm going to finish here. I think we have been a really good while streaming today. So, here I am. Hello there. Wait, I do not... Where is OBS? Here is OBS. This episode was cool. Oh, I'm really happy. I thought that I was about to finish the game, and suddenly 4 new areas. I'm like, finally. But to be honest, this episode has been interesting because I don't think that Minerva is really good. I may be wrong, but I have got my suspicion right now that Minerva could actually be a villain. It's true that Eumenides doesn't seem like a good guy either, but there are some things that Minerva, the way that she behaves and acts, makes me suspect. And also, when Otto was speaking about her, now, and it's just that also Hilda seems like she's trusting without any doubt Minerva. So for that reason, I'm like, I think that there's something here suspicious. Why I'm trusting without any doubt Minerva when she's clearly just using me. I'm just going to do this quest, this other, this area, this other, and I'm suspecting about her. I may be wrong, but I'm suspecting about her. We'll see how it goes. Rutger, there's suspicious face. That means that something is going on, right? Right? Yeah, today it has been the day in which I have started to be suspicious about Minerva. Other than that, it has been cool. It's cool. It's cool. This game is just so cool. How is that not more people know about this game? It's adorable. Plot twists incoming? I think so. I think so. I mean, it's too suspicious. The game, from some dialogues that we're having, it's like the game is putting into you seeds in which it's making you think. And I'm already thinking, and I love thinking and overthinking about stories all the time. So, yeah, I'm having theories.